This is San Diego News Daily.
Hello and welcome to San Diego News Daily. I'm Dana Williams. First up, city crews in Carlsbad are working to repair this massive sinkhole that you see after a water main break created it on Saturday morning. The city declared a local state of emergency to quickly get it fixed. It happened at the intersection of Carlsbad Village Drive and El Camino Real. Repairs are expected to last at least through Monday. The local emergency is going to be in effect for the next 10 or so days when the city council meets to decide if it needs an extension to repair surrounding infrastructure. And in Vista, the sheriff's department released this photo of the weapon they say a man named Jesse Guzman used and at least one of two assaults he's accused of in Vista. They say the 41-year-old man attacked someone at a home on Watson Way Thursday night at around 8:30. They suffered minor injuries, and then around 11:15 that same night, deputies say Guzman attacked another person on Sycamore Avenue. Investigators say the victim was hospitalized and had wounds consistent with this hatchet, they believe. Guzman is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder, as well as dissuading a witness. And a Logan Heights family is now without a home after their apartment complex went up in flames. You can see in this next clip some of the smoke and the ash billowing from the windows after flames erupted at around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. The whole building was evacuated. Firefighters say no one was hurt, and of course the cause is being investigated. Parking meters could be added in mid-city neighborhoods as soon as this week. The city of San Diego says they're adding them in Normal Heights, Kensington Talmadge, and City Heights. A study was conducted that showed these areas had both high demand for parking spots as well as little turnover. While reaction to this is across the board, especially among residents, some of the findings have some local business leaders, I'd say, cautiously optimistic that the meters could actually help nearby restaurants and shops.
As a business association, we've been kept in the loop. We actually brought this to the full board to try to get consensus, and we had strong opinions on both sides. We neither endorsed this plan nor decided to vote against it.
And it is state law that the money collected by the meters needs to be reinvested in the areas where they come from and go toward improvements and infrastructure maintenance. And baseball was back at Petco Park this weekend, but it was the fans running the bases and catching fly balls. This year's San Diego Padres FanFest gave thousands of people an opportunity to experience their own field of dreams. NBC7's MG Perez has more from home plate.
There is nothing quite like the thrill of victory, especially after scoring a home run in Petco Park. The Padres FanFest feeds the future of baseball. That could include this 8-year-old player. Savannah Schoenweiss started softball when she was 4. She and her father drove in from Alpine and made sure they came early to line up and be among the first group of fans through the gates this morning.
I am working on pitcher and catcher. I can pretty much do every single position right now.
She's still working on her knowledge of the game and the passion for the players, but I've been a fan since I was her age, and shout out to my dad because he brought me out all the time.
For a game room. Yeah. And you got a ball.
The Gumatautal family came from Chula Vista and invested $85 in a Padres surprise bag. 12-year-old Adrian is already making predictions about how the team will do this year.
I say 93 and 80.
That's pretty certain.
Yeah. If Fernando can hit enough home runs for our team to win, we'll be able to have that many wins.
There's only one of you.
The beat of baseball filled the streets and the stands. This year's FanFest had something for everyone.
It's like he's right here.
12-year-old Anthony Aguilar was ready to take home this piece of Padres history. The cutout of Dave Winfield cost $200 at the FanFest garage sale, where bargains were everywhere, and everyone seemed to find just the right thing.
Stuff that's team issued that you're not going to find in a store, you're going to find here, and it was, it was given to the team or some sort of staff, and you feel like you're part of that.
Talk about a bargain. This jersey is just $2. The hat, another $2. All of the money goes to the Padres Foundation, which supports the community and projects to help those who need it most. Anthony Aguilar carried around his cutout, looking for his mom and permission to buy it.
She said no, but that's okay though.
That's all right. Maybe one day I'll pay for it if I make it to the MLB. That's kind of my dream.
And that's what this Field of Dreams is all about. MG Perez, NBC7.
Oh, I hope he gets his cutout and that he makes it to the MLB. All right, our NBC7 meteorologist Brooke Martell will have a look at your weather right after this.
We are rolling. Your left, I'm sorry.
Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from?
Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
Here's a look at what you need to know today heading into this upcoming week. Some minor changes. So looking ahead to Monday, it'll be just a little bit cooler. You might feel it the most over the coastline, and there's that possibility we could actually get some coastal fog back in the mix on Monday morning. Elevated surf as well Monday into Tuesday. This will be coupled with a coastal flood advisory. By Wednesday, it'll be the warmest day of the week, and we're talking temperatures again in the 80s. 70s today at the coast, 80s over the inland valleys, 60s and 70s over your mountains, and 80s over the desert region. So back to what's happening at our coastline for tomorrow. High surf advisory will be issued at 4 a.m. on Monday, and we're talking wave heights from 5 to 9 feet. And that's why there is that coastal flood advisory that's issued, because not only are we dealing with elevated surf, but we also have that higher than normal high tide. So that can be problematic for those low-lying areas. But high pressure builds once again by midweek. This is what's driving those warmer temperatures for us as we look ahead to Wednesday. Here's what it looks like with your 10-day forecast. We'll take a break from the upper 70s by Monday and Tuesday for the coast. And same thing for the inland valley communities. We'll drop off to those mid-70s by Monday, but pick right back up by Tuesday, getting back into those 80s and possibly reaching the mid-80s by Wednesday, staying on the warmer side through Thursday before we start to cool down just a little bit, not by much. Friday into next weekend, mountain communities stay fairly consistent and right around those mid-60s, and we'll have 70s and 80s over the desert region. Dana.
Brooke, thanks so much. And after 10 years in the works, Imperial Beach has a new grocery store. Suncoast Market Co-op has officially opened its doors. The store is located on Palm Avenue. It offers fresh produce, bakery items, a deli, and a salad bar. Suncoast is a first-of-its-kind store using a hybrid model. It blends healthy, local, and specialty foods with everyday staples and products from many cultures to serve the whole community.
More natural foods, more organic foods, more locally sourced food. Plus, we have conventional items as well to meet everybody's budget.
And Suncoast plans to add more locally grown produce and products from regional companies, keeping the focus on community, sustainability, and working together. And there's more coverage you can count on at NBC7.com, and you can always find us on your Roku or your Samsung Smart TV app. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dana Williams.